trying to fuck at some blood, nigga. And I'm swerving in the streets. Got you nervous that I'm really murking murder on the beat. I'm really working and you finish. Never got your bitch working, twerking in the sheets. Get the fuck.
Oh, what's up guys, it's OP Mamba. So in this video we're gonna be ranking top 10 attackers that are not EX. Alright, so it does not have any EX, so no Akainu, Roger, Luffy, all those. So yeah, this is gonna be Bounty Fest, Step Ups, you know, top 10. Alright, so without wasting any time, let's jump into it. Alright, so for my number, we're gonna be starting from number 10. Alright, for my number 10 I have, hold on, let me find the guy. By the way, I'm on like this is a random account, it's just like a giveaway account. So yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna go in my like phone and shit like that. So alright, hold on, let me find. Alright, so number 10 I have Izo. So Izo, as we know, is pretty crazy, right? All you need to do is just hide behind somebody or like just keep a distance and just spam your normals. So he is a long range character, right? Izo, with his little gun and shit like that. He is a crit character also, so you could run heals on crit, metal set, and you can have skill reduction on crit too. So great unit. The only bad thing I'll say is like if you go too close range, you really can't, like, you know, do that well. But this skill, I think it's skill 1, no, it's skill 2. Yeah, so this skill 2, if you go close range, you can just pop this off and it does shit ton of damage, and most of the time I think like one shots. So this man is still crazy, but you know, if you get ganged up, say like 2 Rogers on you, like it's basically over. So yeah, and he also kind of counters Akainu because he has multi-hit on his normals and stuff like that. Also the skill 1 is crazy because it has stun, right? So you stun and someone just say like Onila comes up on you and you use this skill 1 and you hit him, right? You connect and you just stun and you're just going off like with the gunshot, so basically dead. So Izo at number 10, he's really good character, also good for boss battle. Has a lot of uses, good traits, you know, crit right here. So I did say he's a crit unit, you know, increased damage dealt on the enemy's treasure, recover HP by 5% when crit occurs. That's really good. And he's also blue, so we are in a blue meta, so that also helps him. And he has like attack boosted and all that, reduced damage reduction. I didn't even know that since well, I do have Izo on my main, but I don't use him like that. So yeah, but the only thing, like I said, is like he is a long range character, so sometimes it's really hard to use long range characters because if you people like gang up on you, you're kind of done. But the skill 2 can help you. Alright, so for Izo, number 10. Alright, for my number 9 I have Franosuke. Now this guy is you know, he is crazy. Because this skill right here is actually insane. It actually like one-shots almost every character. It does shit ton of damage, especially this skill. And this skill 2 is so annoying. He actually takes your dodge when the skill actually connects. So like if you get hit by these punches, you can't dodge, so you're just sitting there and just taking the hits. He's really good against Akainu also. You know, has multi-hits, really great skill. And this, he does like shit ton of punches in your face. So yeah, bro, it's actually pretty funny to see. But overall, he's a funny character to use. Good, really fucking high attack, so it does shit ton of damage. But I have heard that he's kind of like a glass cannon, but he can take some hits, right? But he doesn't like, oh, he's not like over tanky type shit. Like he can take some hits, but not like go crazy, you know, because he is a step up unit at the end of the day. So, but good stats, good traits, you know, good skills. Especially the skill 1 is crazy. You gotta watch out for this. And if you play him like a rat, bruh, he's actually crazy. So yeah, Franosuke at number 9. Alright, for my number 8, I have Shiryu. So why I have Shiryu number 8 is he's actually pretty toxic, bro. If you know how to use him right, his normals like 1-2 1-2 is actually pretty annoying. And the other thing why I have him in number 8 and Fronosuke at 9 is the increase in runners, right? So for runner, there's Oden, Yamato, Marco, Rayleigh, Vista. So this guy against runner is just a nightmare. So right, if you're a runner and if you see Shiryu coming after you, just run, because he is a runner killer, right? So he has the 1 HP trait also. So I think EX Luffy has the 1 HP trait, so you will just kill him also. So they'll just die right away. They won't stay alive because he has the 1 HP trait. So see this one right here. I think when attacking an enemy that is capturing treasure, increase the cooldown time of enemies dodge by 20%. So dodge cooldown also when they're capping flags. When attacking an enemy that is capturing treasure, attack boosted by 70% for 3 seconds. Like, dude, and recover HP. So he's really crazy against runner or when someone's capping the flag. So when one-on-one with the enemy in treasure area, increase damage dealt by 30% and reduce damage reduction by 30. The damage reduction, increase attack, dodge, dodge reduction, all that, increase attack. And where's the other one? When your HP is more than 70, reduce damage by 30%, so more damage reduction. After killing an enemy, skill 1 cooldown reduction. So yeah, and I think, is it skill 1 or which one? It has like a stun. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, this one is just stun. It's short, but yeah, you can just combo it up like skill 1 and skill 2. I don't know the right combo, but I know you can like combo the skills up, and he does pretty good damage also. Like if you're not a runner, he does pretty good damage. So yeah, man, Shiryu at number 8. Like, dude, don't sleep on this guy. I'm saying, bro, do not sleep on him. His normals are pretty annoying. Like, I've faced some pretty good Shiryu players in League. So yeah, all I'm gonna say is don't sleep on this guy. My number 7 spot, I have Onigashima Law. For Onigashima Law, I think from like the before meta, he did kind of fall off, right? Because EX Luffy exists. EX Luffy just completely kind of shuts him down. But the thing about Oni Law is I don't think he never will be a bad unit, because this right here, anti-heal. So anti-heal basically is if you connect the skill, your opponent cannot heal. So that's really good, because healing means staying alive more, so you basically cancel that. So he's really good. And skill 2, the room, is still pretty like powerful, because if you connect the room, and like most of the times people are dead, because it has shit ton of damage and it's really like hard to get out of once you're in it. I know some characters can get out of it easily, but some, like, it's really hard. Like for example, a Kainu, like if you catch him slacking when they don't activate the skill 2, you can catch him easily and kill him also. So Onigashima Law, not a bad attacker to this day, but he definitely fell off because of Luffy and all the blue characters going around the meta, Rayleigh also. But like I said, if you like play carefully, you can definitely catch even the blue character slacking. And green is green isn't like, you can fuck up green because he's red, anti-heal, all that. Especially he's also good against Roger. So yeah, Onigashima Law at number 7. At number 6, I have Prime Whitebeard. So Prime Whitebeard actually is see, my thing is, like, I don't see that many Prime Whitebeard on League, and if I do see it at League, they are getting clapped most of the times. So the thing with Whitebeard is that you have to play him carefully, even with the buff, right? Even with the buff, you have to play him carefully, kind of wait for your buffs to come in, then you can start going crazy. But like I said, most of the times when I see Whitebeards on League, they don't get their buff and they're pretty much useless. So but once you get that buff, he's actually pretty fucking tanky, and he hits hard. And as we know, after the the buff he got, he has the trait, let me try to find it. He has more damage to Roger Pirates. As we know, Roger is still running around in League like crazy, so he's a really good character to kill Roger, but you do have to watch out for skill 2 from Roger, because say you just use your skill 1 and Roger pulls out his skill 2, and yeah, you're kind of dead. But this skill actually, after the buff, has a very long range. Like, it's actually very fucking long range, so you gotta watch out for this. So Tremor is kind of OP, so you can combo it up. Skill 2 hit you with the Tremor from long range, go close, bam you in the head with skill 1. Alright, so it was not a trade. So this skill 1 right here, see this right here, Roger Pirates X EX Roger Pirates, increase damage inflict by 50%, so that's a lot. Like, so Roger, Odin, Rayleigh, which are running around in the meta, he can counter them really good. But his main problem is EX Akainu, Sabo, all those. So, and like I said, the buff, like, you have to play carefully until you get the buff. Then after the buff, he gets tanky, he hits hard, all that. But without the buff, he kinda is, I'll say without the buff, even Oni Law is better, but with the buff and everything, I really do think Whitebeard is better than Oni Law. But yeah, Whitebeard at number 6. And from a number 5 spot, I have Jack. So Jack is a really good green attacker. In this blue meta, Jack is really good, right? Because obviously he's green and his skills are like really fucking good. I love Jack, I want him on my main, but I can't get him, but that's not the point. So skill 1 is multiple long range multi-hit, right? So he does like fucking, I don't know how many slashes he does. I know he does a lot, bro. He just throws out slashes, and it's pretty long range too, so it does a lot of damage. And also the other thing is he takes away your dodge, so it's kind of annoying, and he also heals on his normal. Skill 2, the drought, is basically he goes into his mammoth form, and he does, I think he has status nullification, not too sure, I think he does, yeah, and he does shit ton of damage and knocks back the enemy also. So yeah, very good skill. It's good against Kaido, especially this skill against Dolphy's shield. It's really good against Kaido. He fucks up Kaido. Luffy also, EX Luffy also, he can mess up. Against Akainu, you have to be careful, but you can also kind of fight Akainu, but you have to be really careful because Akainu will incinerate your shit. So yeah, but traits, as we know, he also has increased, look at this, increased knockback distance by 100%, really fucking good. Where's the other one? This one, I think it's this one. When dealing damage 3 times in 10 seconds, increase the cooldown time of enemy dodge by 20%. So his normals are like 1-2. You can combo like 1-2, 1-2, so you can like increase the dodge for enemy. So yeah, and look at this, when attacking enemy with skill 2, increase the cooldown time of the enemy skill. So he has the same thing as Prime Garp, the red defender. So yeah, that's really good. Enemy dodge reduction, enemies skill reduction, and he has heals, shit ton of damage. If you get his buff, which is way easier to get than Prime Whitebeard also. So yeah, that's why I put him up over Whitebeard, because he's actually fucking insane. It's really, especially on this blue meta, he actually goes crazy. But like I said, you just have to watch out for EX, Akainu, and Sabo. So yeah, man, Jack at number 5. From a number 4 spot, I have Sabo. So Sabo, after the buff he got, he is really spicy. Now some people might flame my shit for putting Jack below Sabo, but listen. Sabo, after the buff, he's actually pretty fucking tanky. He like has damage reduction, that's why he's tanky. His skill still does shit ton damage. He's kind of basically like a mini Akainu, but kind of more tanky, you know. And if you have the, I think it's the rain, it's the rain. If you like have that metal set, he's really tanky. You have your skill 1, which is basically the Mera state, like all the time. So Mera state is the main like skill you need, because you know that's where he gets the damage reduction and everything. Skill 2 is sometimes hit or miss, but it's kind of like a long range. So if you go closer and try to hit it, it will not work. So yeah, but you gotta be long range for that. But Sabo overall is way better because he has heals on a flame too. So a flame, he Like I think he does it on every normal, so he gets heals like so much, and he's tanky also, so he's really fucking annoying. He can mess up even the blue units. EX Luffy, I know he does pretty good against EX Luffy. Against Kaido, I mean Kaido is just tanky on his treasure area, so you don't want to be fighting with Kaido, but he does good against Roger, Jack, Whitebeard, you know, all that. And the other thing is, while it is Mirror State, like Akainu, he has nullify a bunch of status effects. So anti-heal, ice, I said ice, but not a flame, but you know, he can't get incinerated also. So yeah, skill 1 Mirror State is still really good. And so after the buff, he got more tanky, more heals, so that just even made him even more broken. But the thing with Sabo is, I recently got him back to my main account. The thing with him is he kind of is slow, I feel like, in my opinion, right? That's why we don't see that many Sabo in the league, because he feels kind of slow, I guess. But he is a very strong attacker though, like do not sleep on him, because he will burn your shit up too. Alright, for my number 3 spot, I have Ulti. So Ulti, she is actually fucking insane. So I was thinking of putting her in number 2, but I decided to put her in number 3 because she is crazy against attacker, right? But against defenders, and I mean she does pretty good against runner too, but against defenders she is kind of like she doesn't go that crazy, but you know, against attackers she's mainly focused to counter attackers, right? So that includes mainly Akainu, Roger. But for Roger you gotta watch out for skill 2 from Roger, because I know this skill right here is the headbutt, ulti, mortar, or whatever, however you say it. If you use this and Roger plays the skill 2, then boom, you're kind of dead. But other than that, she also fucks up Roger. Who else is there? EX Luffy, Perespero, because he has status nullification. So where's that? Let me see if I can find it. I know she does, because she cannot get candified and she doesn't get incinerated like that. So yeah, she's actually pretty fucking broken, dude. Like I tried it on my Alliance member account, bruh. She is actually busted. Even at level 83, I was doing like insane, like 6 KOs, 7 KOs. Like, dude, what? And she's kind of she's tanky too. She has heals. Her normals are fucking insanely quick. Skills are also good. This main skill is this one right here, the headbutt. So this is a mid-range multiple hit, because counter Akainu, of course, has a lot of damage. She does a lot of damage on that skill too. But the thing that made me put her in number 3 is skill 2. So skill 2 is like she goes in her dino form, I mean her zone form, and it's just like a launch forward, like a Kaku skill, but she does damage with it, right? And also has a knockback. But the thing with this is you really can't control where you're going, so she just does like a zigzag, so like you're going at a random spot. If it was like Jack's skill, where you can control it, she'll gone at number 2. But just because of that skill 2, I really don't like it. I wish you could control it, but you know, she's not bad. The other thing that just made them busted, dude, like she's mainly built to counter attackers. Like I said, when attacking look at this. When attacking an attacker, increase attack by 5%, increase up to 75, alright, and recover HP by 5%. After receiving damage from an enemy which is more than 50, okay, she has damage reduction. Of course, almost everyone in this meta does. And when your HP is more than 70%, reduce damage received by 30%, and reduce damage received from attackers by 20. So mostly when you're using ulti, you want to be fighting attackers, right? Most of the times, because she does very good against attackers. And look at this, reduce the effect time of status effect inflicted by enemies by 80%. So no incinerate, no anti-heals, none of the other the candy shit from Perespero. So yeah, ulti is a really good attacker. She can be even number 1, but the main thing, like I said, is she really can't like do good against some of the defenders in this meta. But against attackers, since we have most attackers in the meta right now, she is really crazy. But many people don't have her, I guess, so that's the main problem. But ulti, do not sleep on her. She is crazy, bro. For my number 2 spot, I have Young Dofi. Nah, Young Dofi is still crazy, right? because he's a crit unit, and I feel like crit units are always kind of good, and they like kind of stay relevant for a long time. Skill 2, obviously the main focus of his whole kit, the shield. The shield is still annoying, but I feel like they kind of nerfed it because it's been glitching out a lot recently. Like, people will just be walking through your shield like it's nothing and stuff like that. But Luffy, to this day, is still very crazy. One of the best bounty quests in the whole history of the game. Like, no cap, this guy's actually insane. So skill 1, Parasite, you know, it's a long range area attack. He throws like a bunch of spider web thingies. So yeah, it also does a lot of damage in crits. Like I said, he's a crit unit, so you can run HP on crit metal set or skill reduction on crit. It makes him really good. So main focus you want to do is skill 2, because the shield, you want to have the shield most of the time, because you know you want to hide behind the shield and spam your normals. And the other thing is, I mean, we all should know what Luffy does at this point because we see him on every single league match, but you know, I'm still gonna go over it. See, when an ally from your team is KO, crit boosted by 300 for 20 seconds, crazy. Recovering 50% of HP one time when enough damage is taken. So the other thing is, when he's below 50%, and when I say this, nobody stands a chance in this when he's below 50%, because he gets 100% damage increase in his normals and everything. Look at this, and he has status nullification also, so no incinerate, none of the candy. When your HP is less than 50%, remove status effect and nullify status effect inflicted by enemy, and increase normal attack damage by 100%. So you don't want to be fighting Luffy when he's below 50%, because he will pack your ass up. And I have done that myself, because obviously I have Luffy on my main, and I have gotten abused from that trait. So yeah, and of course he's the biggest counter to EX Akainu, because you know he has multi hits on his normal skills, everything. So you will pack up Akainus using Luffy. But against Roger he does good also, but you know, Roger, when he is stacked up, he will break your shield. So but other than that, Luffy is still very crazy. I feel like they kind of shadow nerfed his shield some way, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, look at this skill. After killing an enemy, reduces skill 1 by 30%. When attacking the enemy, 100% reduce the cooldown time of the skill 2. When attacking an enemy in the area, run increased damage, so all that. And like I said, great unit, crazy, good kid. It's like still good to this day. Yeah man, just shield unit, man. Like fucking one of the best bounty quests in the whole history of the game. Young Doflamingo. So for my number 1 spot, I have Opbr. Now Opbr, and I don't know what the devs were thinking while making this character, right? Before releasing them, I don't know what they were thinking, I don't know what they were drinking or smoking, but it was basically some good shit, because this guy is almost EX level. Now it makes no sense. Opbr, he has basically his dough food is the candy, right? So skill 1, Candy Maiden. Actually, before this go, let's go into his traits or something. No, let's go to the skills. So skill 1, Candy Maiden, is basically throws the purple like candy, almost like a lava thingy, like a lava puddle, but with basically candy. Once you get hit with it, you cannot move, right? So you're basically like a candy statue, so you cannot move. So you just have to take this hit. So he bring out this like a golden thingy, I don't know what's it called, it's a golden temple thingy, I don't fucking know, but so he brings this out, and when you get hit like with the purple candy lava, right, you cannot move, so you're just staying there taking the hit, and you can spam his normals, and on his normals it does not knock you down, so you can just keep on spamming, and when he's done spamming, he can like the skill literally falls on you and does shit ton of damage. So you're just like, if you get candified, you're basically 100% most of the time just dead. If the good counter for him is Akainu Sabo ulti. So yeah, skill 2, Candy Slug, long range area attack. It's really hard to dodge this, even if you try to perfect dodge it. It's the timing is really weird for his skill, so it's like so fucking hard, and it has a knockback effect also. So something against a Kainu or something like that. I know I've done it before, like you can kind of knock them back and stuff like that. So it kind of comes in clutch. But traits, bro, I don't know what Bandai was thinking when making this character. Like, I really don't know. When dealing damage with 3 hit of a normal attack, 50% chance to inflict Candyman. So Candyman is basically when you're like the purple candy and you cannot move. It's just crazy. When attacked by an enemy while inflicted with stun, 100% chance to inflict Candyman. So stun, if you get stunned, the opponent will turn into Candyman, which again is the same shit when you cannot move. So you can just, when they cannot move, you can bust out your skill 1, skill 2, and just combo up, just hit your normal, and they're dead. So he's really broken because the Candyman effect, status effect. So yeah, man, he's fucking broken character. When enemies are inflicted with Candyman, reduce the cooldown time of skill 1 by 30%, recover HP by 50%. So recover HP, skill reduction, all that. For receiving damage from an enemy which is more than 50% of your max HP, reduce damage received by 30%. So he has almost everything. When attacking an enemy inflicted with Candyman, increase damage dealt by 30% and 20% recovery damage given up to 1,500. So if you inflict someone with Candyman, increase damage 30 and recovery by 20%. So like, what the fuck, bro? When your HP is more than 30%, and 1 HP will be left even if KO'd by enemies. So he has a 1 HP trait. So it makes no sense. Also does crit and all that shit, but this guy is actually insane, bro. He's almost EX level. I basically would say he's EX level, but like I said, the only counter to him is EX Akainu, Sabo, Old T, and I guess kind of like Kaido on his treasure area. But overall, I think this guy Perspero is the #1 best attacker that is not an EX. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this list. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Which ranking will you put certain character at? But I really do think between Perspero and Luffy, you can kind of go back and forth. But just because of Perspero Candyman, like the status effect, this guy is broken because you cannot move. You literally cannot move when you get hit by it. So you're just sitting there tanking the damage, and just he can combo up the skill to the other thing. Like the skill is comboable. So like you can do skill 1, skill 2, normal attack, and he doesn't knock down on normal. So you can just keep on wailing on the opponent. So he's really good. But the only thing is Akainu, you have to watch out for Akainu will fuck his shit up, because on Akainu skill 2 he has nullify status, and Candyman is a status effect. So yeah, you have to watch for Akainu, and Akainu is a red. So yeah, you just have to watch out for him. He's really good against EX Luffy also. Forgot to say that. EX Luffy, most of the blues he does good against. I mean, most of the characters he does good against because he's fucking broken. But yeah, man, the Candyman Perspero, I don't know what Bandai was thinking when making this character, but overall, I think he is the best non-EX attacker up there with Luffy, and even I'll say even Ulti, because Ulti is crazy, right? I was thinking of putting Ulti #1, but I was like, I don't see that many Ulti on leagues and stuff like that. But definitely, bro, Ulti is crazy. But Luffy and Perspero are crazier in my opinion, because they can fight and kill almost everyone. So yeah. Well, let me know what you think about the list. If you agree, disagree, leave a like, subscribe, all that. And yeah, man, I'm out.